that. So here we are with the top 6 teams and legends, man. So this is actually the third installment of this series that I've been doing on the channel. So they've been doing pretty well. You guys seem to enjoy it, so why stop there? We're just gonna keep pushing these, right? So the way I do my top 16 is that I don't particularly do these in any number order. I don't do them in any number order at all because I feel like if you're a good player, you can pull off doing crazy things with any of these teams just because they're all that good. So there's that. So first we are looking at God King. God King is a really good team. They have a lot of utilities with a lot of ways. Like this guy who is a mixed like hard hitter slash tank. We have Rose who is really good for just his debuffs because you don't actually have to know like all you have to do is just bring Rose to the match. He gives a permanent debuff to his allies. So really good. Makes everybody hit a lot harder. Or I guess it makes the enemy team more fragile technically. But you guys see what I'm saying. But yeah, this guy who's he's just a hard hitter strike unit, but his time transformation holds him back a little bit in my personal opinion, but still a good unit. We have this guy who's also really effective in a lot of ways. He's really getting a lot of play nowadays just because he's a good counter to Kefla. But outside of that, he's still probably just on the lower end as far as units on this team, but he's still really solid. I still think, I don't know, God. Purple SSG Goku is probably a little better than him. It all depends on which scenario that you plan on using them, in my personal opinion. But there's that. So all around this team, like I said, is really effective as far as just the things that you'll be able to do with them offensively and defensively, because they have a good amount of both on their team as far as those options there. This guy is definitely not a meta team. I just don't have any of the LFs. I mean, I have Beerus, but he's not Zenkai Wiccan, and that's the only time Beerus will be effective as far as a green unit for God Keys when he's Zenkai Wiccan. And the LF Blue Vegeta, I've been trying to get him for the longest, but I still don't have him. He's just another crazy unit, and he acts as a really solid support unit for this team, and also a crazy hard hitter. So all around, God Key is a really good balanced team. I really do like the team. They're not really what I say is like just right now currently just over the top broken, but they're good, and you definitely can clap some, put in some work with this team. You can definitely like put some people in some body bags with the team. Oh my goodness, I'm all over the place. But it's that. So next, we have Fusions or Fusion Warriors. Now, Fusion Warriors, they're definitely more on the offensive side. They're a very powerful team, man. You got Super Vegito, who I don't have, and you have the Yellow Vegito, who I also don't have as well. But all around a really powerful team. These two Kefla and Gotenks were a really solid. These two Kefla and Gotenks were a really solid addition to the team, in my personal opinion. I want to call them, they're like the infinite draw squad, because both of these two units just like have infinite draw speed. I mean, we could call it infinite draw speed in a way, because it feels like that when you're going up against them. They can extend combos for a really long time, and this guy gets reduced strike cost when you transform, gets his strike cost down to 9, which makes him extend combos for a long time. Kefla just all around already has no permanent strike cost reduction, plus she has blast armor on her strike card, plus she gains strike damage every time she uses a strike card. These two are just strike beasts, and they are able to output crazy strike damage and extend combos for a really long time, and they really were powerful additions for this team. Kefla is more of a glass cannon. Gotenks can do a tank a little bit when he's in his SJ3 state when he's transformed, but no, it is a time transformation, so it doesn't last forever. All around, the team does have a little bit of other solid options outside of the Vegetos, who I don't have outside of the base one. This guy is still really good. His special move does crazy damage, and he's able to just all around just be really effective. Also because he does lock in. I think once he pops his green card and he's able to stay in the match for a certain amount of time, he uses a special move. I know he does lock in, but it's only for like 3 time accounts, so there's that. This guy is still a solid defensive unit for Fusions. I don't think he's gonna be in replay. Like his Z ability is just too good. Like his Z ability is just too good. Like 40% to all both defensive, strike, and blast, and then 20% a strike attack for Vegito characters. Like his Z ability is just too good, man. I don't think this Red Vegito, it's gonna be hard taking him off the team, even if it's just for having him as a bench unit and not ever using him. That's just he has a high Z ability in the game, which is actually just crazy to think about. So all around, this team is really solid. They are able to output really crazy damage. They have a lot of utility between all the Vegetos, obviously, which I actually don't really have most of the Vegetos, and the new batch of fusion characters that we actually were able to get for Golden Week, or no, the last week of April. So there's that. So next we have Eloy. Eloy is all around a pretty solid team, I must say. Like Eloy, I always called them the same body baggers. I was actually debating not actually putting them on here this month, but if it wasn't for this bastard, why the hell? this guy getting a Zenkai Awakening, who I feel to this day, ever since he's got his Zenkai Awakening, ever since it was announced, I still don't think he really needed it, in my personal opinion. Like, he wasn't really that bad of a unit, in my personal opinion, compared to a lot of the Sparkins that feel like they needed it. But he did get a Zenkai Awakening, and they did make this team, like, he just, like, this team went from, like, slowly probably just being a good solid team to being back to just being crazy all around. And we all know why they're doing that, because no, LOE always does pretty good against Saiyans, which is, it's still kind of annoying, because let's be honest, this guy didn't really need the Zenkai Awakening, but he's still, it's just a crazy unit, even with the subtle changes that they did make with the Zenkai Awakening. It's actually disturbing to me how many people are actually going out of the way to the Zenkai to awaken this guy, just because they know how good he is, because no, he never was really that bad of a unit before he got Zenkai awakened. So him getting a Zenkai awakened was just crazy. But he's not the star of the show for this team. He's definitely other options. Obviously we have Golden Frieza, who's crazy and good against Saiyans. This guy's a pretty solid take. As you can see, my LOE team is actually pretty weak. That's why I don't run them, but I've gone up against them to know how good they are, and I have used them before all this before my team started falling off, or these my units started to fall behind on this team. So there's that. Well, I hope I'm not making that trouble explaining that. This guy's a pretty solid defensive unit. He has endurance, which is wow, we don't really have too many solid endurance units no more in the meta, right? They've been kind of fading endurance units out a little bit. But he really is a good solid endurance unit. He's able to reduce ki every time he comes off a cover cut, and he's actually pretty solid taking, and actually can pull out some really solid damage as well. This guy's an okay. He really does good against Saiyans. Like, all around, they're just the Saiyan destroyers, and they do really good damage against Saiyans. That's like always been the shtick for LOE, in my personal opinion. So there's that. So I don't think I need to talk too much more about this team. They're just all around just crazy units, man. They're just really good. Alright, so here we have movie team. Now I think that movie team, without a doubt, with no debate, is definitely probably, like, you can't argue putting this team within the top tier teams, just because we have this guy, we have Yellow Gohan, who I actually did not put on the squad, which I actually should have done. But Yellow Gohan and Bojack are still probably the best duo in the game. I'm not gonna lie, man. What they're able to do is just insane as far as utility. Like, this guy's green card is annoying. This guy's cover rescue is just hard to deal with. They're just a hard team to deal with altogether. I do feel like they need maybe 1 or 2 new units. Not particularly 100% need, but I feel like they would need like new units for like certain colors. Like, they probably need a new red unit. I don't think they have any solid red units. Like, Tapion is straight. You can run Tapion over Metacooler. He's really solid, but they don't have any top tier red units right now. As far as blue units, I mean, they have the Blowing and Chile unit, which is pretty good. Like, they're definitely a good team. They're definitely a really good team. They have a lot of utility, and definitely Bojack and Gohan help this team out just to be such a powerful team. Like, they're just so hard to deal with in a lot of scenarios, just because like, they're just a tough team to go up against. If you play Legends, you know what I'm talking about. You know why they're in the top 6, man. This team is just honestly annoying sometimes, but they're really effective, and they can definitely get the job done. I do feel like they are slightly lacking in certain colors, in my personal opinion, but they still are top 6 in my personal opinion. So there's that. So next, this is actually crazy, because this is the team I actually made a mistake and cut them from the last video before I actually had to re-record this. And yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. My mind was kind of drifting, and shows that I need to put more time into probably proof watching my videos before I drop them. But yeah, Regen. I don't need to talk about this team too much, because honestly, bro, Regen is able to put in work on almost any other team. Like, man, like, Regen do good against everybody. They do good against Saiyans. They do good against LOE. They do good against everybody. They're tanky. Everybody on heal heals constantly, and everybody, it heals even more when you have this guy buffing them with their main ability, giving them health restoration. Nobody expect their Super Baby 2 probably to last as good as long as he did when he dropped, man. Nobody expected that Regen was probably going to get the surge of healing / offensive power that they do in this game. They're probably the most defensive team in the game, and they just have so much firepower on top of their defensiveness. Like, the fact that everybody on this team, everybody has gained, that's been on a Regen tag for like the past year, has gained some type of healing ability, either through green card, either through special move. They always have some type of way of healing, and it's just so crazy when you add that with the restoration buff that they get from Super Baby 2. And plus, they have so many hard hitters on here. You got Android 21. You got Yellow Cell, who's still crazy. You got this Buhan, who's still a crazy hard hitting unit. Don't sleep on him, bro. He's really crazy good. You got This is Zenkai Buu, who's not even meant to be an offensive unit, but still able to output some really good no damage here and there, and also really tanky as well. And then you got Janemba, another crazy offensive unit with his green card as well. You get this guy's green card and go straight into a strike card. He's able to pretty much just destroy any yellow unit and any sagas from the movie unit as well. So all around, this team is definitely worthy of being in top 6. No debate without it. Don't know how Manisa almost cut them out. I cut them out over androids before I had to re-record this video until somebody actually pointed it out. Then I made this video again and had to cut androids because they didn't make the cut. So spoilers for that. So next we have Saiyans, base Saiyans. This was tough because I actually was thinking between androids and base Saiyans. Now the reason why I didn't choose androids was mostly just because base Saiyans have this guy, this monster. Now I'm not gonna say that you want this guy to just carry your whole team, but if you went out of your way, which I didn't do because I hate grinding co-op, but if you went out of your way to grind co-op to get this guy to 5 or 6 star. Oh, I mean 5, not 5 or 6 star, but Zenkai 5 or 6. Oh boy, this team is able to just do some crazy things with this guy on it. I feel like Saiyans is the only real team that he can fit on because Dragon Ball Saga and Legends Road is not particularly good. Sun Family is okay. They're not really a good team anymore. They've definitely fallen off, but there's that. But base Saiyans right now, this is not the optimal base Saiyan team, by the way. Base Saiyan team, like this team is just crazy as far as some of the options that they have. But when you run that kid Goku, man, him being such a great last man standing unit and just able to, like, I've seen this guy hit through type events. Like, I'm not gonna cap, I've been bodied by this that Goku before, and it's not like he's just like the only unit that makes his team good. Like, you have a lot of other units that I'm trying to show you guys if I can just find the base Saiyan tag. But I'm trying to show you guys let's see. I think I might be blind here. So you have as far as base Saiyans, you have a lot of solid options. You have Bardock. I mean, he's not really base Saiyans, but you can definitely still run him because he's a Saiyan. You have this guy who's okay. He's nothing too crazy. You have the LFs, like you have LF Goku. Both of the LF Gokus, where they at? Where are the LF Gokus at, man? Where are they? He's somewhere around here. I may have to organize this. You have this guy. Let's see. You have this guy, LF Goku, who's a really solid unit that you can run on base Saiyans as well. You also have his counterpart, his green counterpart, who I'm not really the biggest fan of him, but you could definitely run him as well. LF SSJ3 Goku, you could definitely run this guy as well on base Saiyans. Like, they have a lot of particular options, but this guy is able to just carry so much weight for the team. It's actually pretty ridiculous just how good he is. This isn't like I said, this is not the optimal Saiyan team, by the way. You also have Fiku as well, who is also pretty solid. Where's Fiku? Fiku's somewhere around here. Fiku, who's a good supporting unit for this team. Like, there's a lot of options that you can run with Saiyans. And then when you combine it with that, it's just not SJ4 Goku, but when you combine it with that Goku, it's just actually just able to create this pretty crazy team. SSJ for Goku is also another option that you can run on base Saiyan. So yeah, there's that. So there it is, man. I know the last one may seem a little confusing because this is actually a farming team I was using to farm not fragments, but whatever Z power for this guy. So that's the reason why I didn't switch this team up, because I ran out of slots. But yeah, there's that. So all around, that's it. The top 6 teams of Legends: you have Saiyans, you have Regen, you have Saga from the movies, you have LOE, you have Fusion Warriors, and you have Gaiki. These are definitely, without a doubt, with no debate, I think are top 6 teams in the game. And if you have the team, if you're a solid player or just a good player in general, or you just know, if you just want to find a team that's going to be able to get the job done, this is the team. These are the teams that right now and currently in the meta are able to get the job done. So yeah, obviously next time around it's going to be after the anniversary when I do this next series of top 6 teams in the game. So I'm really excited to see how different my list this time around is going to switch up what the fuck going to switch up when it comes around to the time when those anniversary units drop. I just want to see how crazy are they going to change the meta. So yeah, it's your boy Kaiki. Go last off more content. Tell me what you gotta think about this. Been the first time I've ever had to re-record a video that I actually uploaded already, but I'm willing to do it. I took an L because I made a mistake in that video, and I'm here now. I fixed that mistake, and yeah, top 6 teams of Legends. Tell me what you gotta think. It's your boy Kaiki. Go last off more content, and yeah, I'm out.